Hi, Heartland Community Church. This is Pastor Ashley, and I just wanted to take 1 to 2 minutes and just talk about the prayer calendar, since I'm not going to be in person with you to discuss that. You'll see that it looks like this. There will be paper copies available, and we'll also have Julie send that to you electronically so you have it in the best format for you. You'll see on the calendar that we are going to pray for 5 weeks, or this is an invitation for us to pray for 5 weeks. You'll see that I started it on July the 3rd, and I'll take us in through that first week of August. This is really an opportunity for us to intentionally and together seek God's face. You'll notice that I chose one passage for the entire month, and that's that passage of John chapter 9, which I preached on a couple of weeks ago. I believe that was June the 10th. And there we wondered together about all the different kind of limitations and barriers we have in our own lives to receiving God's word and seeing God at work in our lives and in our world. And so you'll see that each week I chose just a little section from John chapter 9 to really help us to be able to sit with that passage a little bit more. Because you might remember that it was really lengthy. It was over 40 verses, and it was a lot to try to chug through on one Sunday. And so this is really an opportunity for us to just sit with that just a little bit better. This prayer calendar was created as a daily calendar. You'll see each and every day there's something written, and you are welcome to use it as a daily calendar. But you're also welcome to use it in a different way. If it's going to be a better rhythm for you to engage with it every couple of days or even once a week, by all means, please do that. I will say that this is probably an invitation for God to do maybe a little bit more than your current rhythm. And so if your current rhythm is spending time with God a good chunk of time once a week, maybe this is a good time to wonder about doing it twice a week or 3 times a week. And this can be used in any way. It can be used as an individual devotional time. It can be used with a couple or with a family, or even to invite a number of people from church together. Or you might even want to use this as a small group type of activity, even on a Sunday morning once a week, if that would fit well for you. But each and every time that you engage with this calendar, and of course engage with God through what's on this calendar, I invite you to sit with the passage for that day and read it out loud twice, okay? Not only once, but twice, and nice and slow, and meditate on what you hear that God might be trying to speak to you at that time. And you'll see that that's not the only repetition. You'll see that each week I have one passage for the entire week, but you'll also see that every Sunday the prayers look similar, and every Monday the prayers look similar. I've included this repetition to help to get this into our hearts and into our hearts and into our minds and into our souls, that we would just allow God this space to meet us in this place. One last note is that I do hope to create a little video like this each week. And so it is my hope and plan to create a video that includes each passage for the week, so that if you're someone who does better listening to the passage rather than reading it and even reading it out loud, if that helps you to better receive God's word, I will have that available to you each and every week so that you can sit with God and God's word in the best possible way for you. And so, people of Heartland Community Church, I just pray that this will be a blessing to you and to me, and that it will help to prepare our hearts and our souls for this continued transition that we do as we seek God's face for the next leader at Heartland Community Church.